That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Past the 20. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jamel Dean right there on the coverage. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being...
He's got a man, complete. The 20. Touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent word.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points. Garoppolo on first down. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target the time. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there out of the running game. Well, you talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmaker.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Finding room to the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the 49ers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Fighting through it. He's got space. Whoa. Still won't go down. And down he'll go at the 25. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Oh, good move. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big gain there on 3rd and long. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you get executed well, otherwise it's a fumble.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Leap, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he...
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Gets past one man. Fighting through, and he's got space.